All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. This is just a quick article, all right, quick update. Okay, once again, between China and which really this is ultimately gonna brew into China versus the U.S. Okay, but the article says China warns of serious consequences if Canada doesn't release detained Huawei executive. All right, and I did an article before on this. All right, as to how they charged this executive. Okay, but with in the midst of U.S. and China finding some sort of middle ground, trying to come to some sort of agreement, you have this that's going on, which is just tearing all that down. All right. So it says Beijing has threatened Ottawa with consequences if it doesn't release Huawei's chief financial officer. The executive was detained over her alleged connection with a company that tried to smuggle embargoed phones into Iran. China strongly urges the Canadian side to immediately release the detained person and earnestly protect their lawful legitimate rights. Otherwise, Canada must accept full responsibility for the serious consequences caused. All right, now what these consequences are, we don't know. All right, but we know it's gonna increase tensions on a whole nother level. Okay, so it says Vice Foreign Minister Li Yuchang said on Saturday, Canada's ambassador to Beijing was also summoned as a part of a strong protest over the detainment of Meng Wanzhou on December 1st. She was arrested while changing planes in Vancouver and is facing extradition to the United States. Washington alleges that she covered up Huawei's links to a firm that tried to sell equipment to Iran despite sanctions. Lee said Meng's detainment was a serious breach of her rights as it ignored the law, was unreasonable, and extremely nasty. If extradited to the U.S., Meng would face charges of conspiracy to defraud numerous financial institutions. A Canadian court heard on Friday she would face a maximum sentence of 30 years for each charge. Meng's alleged wrongdoings date back to 2013, which raised the question why Washington waited for so long, with some speculating it may be a sneak attack by the U.S. amid an escalating trade war between Washington and Beijing. And this is definitely going to affect the stock market because when they first brought out this news, the stock was I believe it dropped what 700 points or 800 points. Okay, so this escalated more and more and more. What do you think that's going to do? Okay, that's definitely gonna affect it because now people are scared because there's already a trade war between U.S. and Washington, and they thought that an agreement was gonna make it better, but now with this whole incident, that just turned that all to trash. It says her arrest took place on the same day that U.S. President Donald Trump met with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping to look for ways to resolve that very trade war. See, Huawei has denied any wrongdoing, insisting that it complies with all laws and regulations where it operates, including export controls and sanctions of the United Nations, U.S., and European Union. So, hey, that's what it is, and hey, man, that's what's going on. All right, and notice how it says on the same day that they were supposed to have that resolve that trade war, this happened. So it's showing you, man, the Most High is not trying to have peace between these nations, man. All right. We're not in a time of peace. We're in a time of war, economically, physically, geopolitically, man. It's just a time of destruction. And that's what's coming. All right. So prepare yourselves. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.